The match was over, or at least, Germany thought it was. A header. A roar from thousands of fans, players sprinting in celebration, 1 foot into the next round of the World Cup. Then, a whistle, silence. One decision erased everything Germany believed they had earned. And within minutes, one of football's greatest giants suffered a collapse that nobody saw coming. Germany and the World Cup have always gone hand in hand. 4 world titles, generations of legendary players, a reputation built on discipline, mental strength, and an unbelievable ability to survive knockout football. When the pressure is highest, Germany usually finds a way. That's why almost everyone expected them to beat Paraguay. On paper, it looked simple. A football powerhouse against a nation chasing one of the biggest victories in its history. But football has never cared about predictions. Boston was about to witness that firsthand. The first warning arrived before halftime. In the 42nd minute, Paraguay shocked everyone. A perfectly delivered cross found Julio Enciso, who rose above Germany's defense and powered a header into the net. Until Paraguay. The stadium froze. German fans couldn't believe what they had just seen. Suddenly, the underdogs weren't just competing, they were leading. Germany had just 45 minutes to save their tournament. To their credit, they responded like champions. Early in the second half, Florian Wirtz found space and delivered a dangerous ball into the box. Kai Havertz met it perfectly and fired Germany level, on 1. Momentum had completely shifted. It suddenly felt like the comeback everyone expected. But football wasn't finished writing this story. Normal time ended without another goal. Every tackle became bigger. Every missed chance hurt a little more. The tension inside the stadium became unbearable. Extra time was next. And history has taught us one thing. Extra time doesn't create heroes. It creates legends or heartbreak. Then came the moment everyone remembers. The 112th minute. Germany won a corner. The ball curled into the box. Jonathan Tah climbed above everyone. A thunderous header. Goal. German players exploded in celebration. The bench emptied. Fans were already dreaming about the quarterfinals. For several unforgettable seconds, Germany believed they had done it. Then, the referee touched his earpiece. VAR. Everything stopped. Every camera inside the stadium focused on one player. Valdemar Anton. As the corner came in, Anton stood directly in front of Paraguay goalkeeper Orlando Gil. There was slight contact. Not much, but enough for the video assistant referee to recommend a review. The referee slowly walked toward the pitch-side monitor. Thousands of fans watched in complete silence. One replay, then another. Another angle, another slow-motion clip. Seconds felt like minutes. Finally, the referee turned back toward the field. No goal. Foul on the goalkeeper. Germany's celebrations instantly became disbelief. A goal that had already been celebrated around the world simply disappeared. And that's when the real debate began. Former goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel believed Germany had been treated unfairly. Former England captain Alan Shearer argued that Orlando Gil exaggerated the contact and that football is naturally a physical sport. Germany coach Julian Nagelsmann also couldn't hide his frustration, insisting the challenge wasn't enough to cancel such an important goal. Suddenly, the biggest talking point wasn't Germany or Paraguay. It was VAR itself. Was it protecting football or changing it too much? What do you think? Should that goal have counted? Pause the video and tell us in the comments. We'd love to know where you stand. Germany now had only one option. Forget the decision. Find another goal. But mentally, that's almost impossible. Imagine celebrating the biggest goal of your tournament, only to watch it disappear minutes later. That kind of disappointment stays with you. Extra time continued. Germany pushed forward. Paraguay defended with everything they had. Every clearance felt like a goal. Every attack carried enormous pressure. But neither team could find a winner. The whistle finally blew. Penalties. Now history entered the conversation. Germany had one of football's greatest records from the penalty spot. They had won 6 of their last 7 major tournament shootouts. Even more impressive, Germany had never lost a World Cup penalty shootout. Never. If there was one nation you'd trust from 12 yards, it was Germany. Until this night, Paraguay goalkeeper Orlando Gil became the hero of the evening. He looked calm, focused, almost as if he already knew where every shot was going. Later, Gil revealed something fascinating. His team had spent hours studying every German penalty taker, their run-ups, their favorite corners, their habits under pressure. Preparation met opportunity, and it changed everything. Germany blinked first, one mess, then another. Paraguay stayed composed. Each successful penalty piled even more pressure onto Germany. Then came the cruelest twist imaginable. Jonathan Tah, the same player whose header had been ruled out only minutes earlier. He stepped forward needing to score. The weight of an entire nation rested on one kick. He struck the ball too high over the crossbar. Germany's dream disappeared for the second time that night. Moments later, Jose Canale stepped up for Paraguay. No hesitation, no nerves, one clean finish, game over. Paraguay had eliminated four-time world champions Germany. Their players collapsed to the ground in tears. Some couldn't even stand. They had just produced one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Meanwhile, Germany simply stood there, still trying to process everything that had happened. Here's what makes this story unforgettable. Germany didn't lose because they were completely outplayed. They lost after one decision that millions of fans are still debating. Even today, opinions remain divided. Some believe VAR got the call exactly right. Others believe football history changed because of one incredibly harsh decision. If you were the referee, would you have allowed the goal or disallowed it? Let us know in the comments. This debate isn't ending anytime soon. The irony is impossible to ignore. VAR was introduced to remove controversy, to make football fairer, to eliminate obvious mistakes. Yet one of the biggest moments of the tournament became controversial because of VAR itself. Technology gave officials more information, but it couldn't remove human judgment. Because football isn't mathematics, it's interpretation. Two people can watch the exact same replay and reach completely different conclusions. For Germany, the defeat opened difficult questions. Was this simply bad luck? Did tactics fail? Or was an entire tournament decided by one whistle? Julian Nagelsmann now faces enormous pressure as German football searches for answers. While Germany reflects, Paraguay celebrates. A nation that had waited generations for a night like this suddenly believes anything is possible. One historic victory can change an entire country's confidence. Sometimes one upset becomes the beginning of an unforgettable World Cup run. Football has always been about moments, not statistics, not possession, not even reputation. Moments. One header, one whistle, one penalty, one decision. And suddenly, everything changes. That's exactly what happened in Boston. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more unforgettable football moments, legendary matches, and the biggest controversies in World Cup history. Because if this tournament has taught us anything, it's that football always finds a way to surprise us.